Middlesex returned to winning ways as they comfortably defeated Kent in the Vitality Blast by 7 wickets with 15 balls to spare, a victory which still keeps their hopes of qualifying for the knockout stages alive. Kent decided to bat first after winning the toss, and they lost Joe Denley in the third over, Tom Helm finding the edge to see the back of the opener with the score on 22. It was 30 for 2 in the fourth, John Simpson judging the catch superbly to remove Zach Crawley on 10. Martin Anderson the bowler, the Spitfires losing both openers early. The 6 overs of power play bringing them a score of 38 for 2, Helm delivering 3 of those overs for figures of 1 for 15. The lifting of the fielding restrictions made little difference, this a rare boundary. Kent had stuttered to 64 for 2 after 10 overs and then lost a third Jordan Cox taken by Jason Berendorf off Tilan Walalawita after making 23. It then became 70 for 4 as Alex Blake picked out Anderson, who held on at the second attempt. Chris Green with a wicket on this occasion, Middlesex on top after a dozen overs. Kent still had Sam Billings at the crease and he had now bedded in. He decided that he had to try to move the score along for his team and so decided to attack Walalawita, who he hit for successive 4s. But Billings was gone in the very next over as he cut Luke Holman to Berendorf to fall for 29. The Spitfires struggling on 92 for 5. Middlesex were in complete control when George Linder dragged the wide ball from Anderson back onto his stumps, a wicket which reduced Kent to 98 for 6. The Spitfires had to wait until the 17th over to clear the rope, Jack Leaning the man who was able to do that. He didn't last much longer though, as a miss-hit found Max Holden off Berendorf, Leaning on his way for 20. Into the 18th over and Kent were on 120 for 8. Kays Ahmed somehow deflecting a ball from Green onto his stumps. Freddie Klassen fell in the last over, Helm back on and having the batsman held at short third man. The Spitfires only able to get to a total of 141 for 9 from their 20 overs. Stevie Eskenazi began the reply with a 4 off the very first ball, the target reduced by 10 runs after 1 over. Holden was soon on the move as well, a glorious cover drive ensuring that the start of the chase was going according to plan. Eskenazi then eased a shot over the rope, Middlesex making 27 without loss halfway through the power play. And the skipper repeated the dose in the 5th over as he tried to make light of the target in hand. However, he then holed out, having made 28 from 15 balls, the opening partnership finishing with 42 runs on the board. The power play ended with Middlesex on 46 for 1 and they then lost Holden for 12, chipping Linder to long off where Cox held on. Joe Cracknell and Simpson then bedded in, taking the total to 66 for 2 at the halfway stage and leaving 76 more to find from 10 overs. That 6 was added to by a 4 next ball, the runs required down to 48 with 7 overs to get them. That became 33 from the final 5. Simpson had played well within himself, but now looked to get the job done. That 4 was immediately followed by this 6. After a run of defeats, Middlesex had timed their chase to perfection on a day where those losses were put behind them in a thoroughly professional manner. Simpson would surely have loved to be there at the end, and with this 6, he needed just another boundary to do that. However, he was leg before to Klassen to fall for a very well-paced 46, those runs made off 35 deliveries. Jack Davies came in and finished off the match, leaving Cracknell unbeaten on a 37-ball 43, an innings that he can be very pleased with given the circumstances. At last, the losing streak had ended. Middlesex won convincingly by 7 wickets with 15 balls unused, and the manner in which they chased down the runs will be something that will give them much confidence before they go again against Glamorgan in Cardiff on Tuesday.